The Skeleton Brothers are both very important characters to the story of Undertale, and perhaps Deltarune. But who exactly are they? And more importantly, what do they have to do with the enigmatic figure, W.D. Gaster? Firstly, let's cover Papyrus, the least enigmatic and least important character that we're going to cover today. Maybe. Papyrus was the fun-loving, friendly bone boy that we meet along with Sans and Snowdin. He's also in Deltarune, maybe. We know a lot of things about Papyrus, but none of them are particularly too important to the big overall theme that I'm trying to go for with this video. So we'll get to them when they come up. But what you really need to know about Papyrus is that he doesn't really seem to know too much about specifically his place in the game world. But he does like spaghetti, and he does seem to be very, very friendly. So, next, let's go on to the guy, the man, the main one himself, the man who does all the stuff. It's him. Sans is a cool guy. He has cool slippers, and he has a neat head of hair. Sans is the second of the Bone Brothers, but not second best. We know he's lazy, he has deep, unknowable knowledge that he really shouldn't have, and that in some way, shape, or form, he is way more connected to the third guy. Even though he's pretty lazy, he's shown to be very, very smart. He has an entire underground, secret, hidden, laboratory-esque thing underneath his fucking house. I mean, he's gotta be smart, right? Did I say underneath? I meant right behind his house. On the genocide route of Undertale, the only important one, we, as the player, get to actually fight Sans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's gone down as one of the most important and cool video game boss battles in all of history. Sans is a pretty strong guy, and he manipulates the game in order to try and defeat us. Of course, he knows that is an ultimately impossible task, but he still tries anyways. His blasters used in these fights are called Gaster Blasters. Whoa. Isn't that interesting? This leads us on to our third guy, the one who I've been talking about. W.D. Gaster. Wing himself. Who is he? Why is he here? Why should I care? Who are you? Why are you in my home? I'll answer one of these questions right now. Wing Ding Gaster is the third of the Bone Skelebrones family. Or at least we think he is. I mean, he looks pretty skeleton-like. And Sans has a skeleton blaster thing called the Gaster Blaster. But maybe he's their grandpa? Or maybe even... Wait a minute. Their father? Okay. Now, hear me out on this. Things that we know about Gaster are, well, he seems to have fallen inside of the core and disappeared without a trace. He also seems to have some sort of knowledge of the game world. Diegetically or non-diegetically, he knows about the world that he lives in and its inner fabrics. He also seems to be connected to the number 6. But really, I want to get back to the one point that I made earlier. That he disappeared, went away from the world. He may have even been forgotten. So, let me ask you this, dear viewer. What other character has also disappeared, has kind of been forgotten, whose name is not to be spoken? Well, let me tell you, this is gonna blow everything out of the water. That's right. Your father. Your father disappeared without a trace. And Mother said that he won't be coming back. And Mother said also to not say his name. But we know better, dear viewer. We're Deltarune fans. We know that our father actually is going to come back. That's right, Deltarune Chapter 7 is going to have our dad come back. He'll be proud of us too. Let me tell you, our dad and W.D. Gaster are not two characters who have similar things that happen to them. There is no such thing as coincidences. They are one and the same! Gaster and your dad are the same! But wait! There's more. Alright, now, we've been talking a lot about strange characters here, but the biggest and strangest character that we have to cover is definitely Spliggle. Spliggle is a weird character in Deltarune. He appears in both the light and the dark world, and he seems to have no reference inside of the game's code. In fact, I can't find any single other YouTube video that is talking about Spliggle. Spliggle seems to be a character who's not very well regarded in the theory crafting space of Deltarune. Almost as if he's been forgotten. Maybe Toby Fox has something planned for him that we can't yet see. Spliggle appears in Chapter 1 as a minor NPC. He gives us 300 Schmebula coins. I don't know what Schmebula coins are, but they might be important in a further chapter. It seems that you may be able to craft a very cool sword with them, and maybe even... Fuck, I stopped writing here. I know it. I know. No. I know. Spliggle is important because of one thing. I pieced it all together. This is a theory that fixes everything. Your dad, my dad, Uncle Joey from down the street, Gaster, Sans, Papyrus, Spliggle, they're all connected. December holiday, your Oberon smog. I get it now. I really... Whoa, no!